How's everybody doing today? It has been a long day already. I stayed up really late last night finishing a commission, and I like overslept. And then I was like, all right, like very tired, looking at what I'm doing and like what's on my agenda today, and I totally forgot like I have a meeting at 4. So I was like, well, I guess it will be a very short Kirby stream, or we could do something else. So I'm thinking we shiny hunt today because we only got like an hour and a half or so. And I think that would be the best option for us. Or 2 hours. We have 2 hours. But yeah. So I don't know if we can get through a whole Kirby section in 2 hours. I don't want to rush through it. I want to kind of enjoy it. So I'm thinking about we'll do more Kirby next week. Because I don't think I have any other collabs next week. So I think next week we can have all time in the world to do Kirby. We're really close to finishing it. So there's only like 7 worlds and we're at world 5. So we're actually really close to finishing it. So yeah, I think we're going to do the turtle hunting today because it's just easier. And it's a really good, like, fill-in-the-blank kind of one. And so, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do today. I'm also, like, very tired. So I don't have, like, a lot of energy today. I'll still be talkative, though. But I'm, like, just tired. So I think we'll turtle hunt today and see if we can get a turtle today. That'll wake me up if we get a turtle today. But yeah, I think we'll do turtle hunting today as our thing for today. I'm gonna leave the title though because I think it's funny, because that's just my vibe. So turtle hunting sounds good. Yeah, I think we'll do that. You've been going crazy, Fang. You got that Deoxys so fast. But yeah, I think we'll just turtle hunt today, just to keep it simple. Keep it nice and just chill. And if you haven't seen it already, there's a new video on my main channel. It's the highlight video of my debut. So yeah. But yeah, I would highly recommend going and checking it out. It's really nice editing. I really love it, and it's making me really smile, so I hope you guys really like it as well. I watched earlier, good video. Oh, thank you, Fang. Yeah, I'm hoping it does well because I'm really proud of it, and it turned out pretty well. But I've got more edited videos coming as well, so I'll probably have another one next week. A couple fun shorts that are coming later this week as well, so it'll be lots of fun. We got all kinds of stuff, so... Well, I guess not this week. It's next week because it's the end of the week already. It's Friday. It doesn't feel like Friday, but it's Friday. Good morning, King. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. I hope all of you are doing good as well. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got the Deoxys in only a few days, Fang, so yeah. But I'm doing well, just tired. So I apologize if I yawn because I went to bed at like 2:33 in the morning. So glad you're doing good as well. No worries. Yeah. It's just one of those days where I'm a little more tired. Though I finally got all my commissions done, so I'm going to try and work on those new static emotes. So I'm going to try and work on those probably this weekend. And if they're going well, because I want to test a few things first, like a new style. If they go well, then I might do a silent no mic stream this weekend. But we'll see. I want to see how the new style goes, if I like it or not. If I don't like it, then I'm probably not going to stream it. But yeah, so I'm going to be working on those probably this weekend. So we'll have more static emotes, I think, this weekend. So yeah. I'm busy today as well, but I'll be here. Have a fun time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your lurking. But yeah, it'll be hopefully it'll be good. Find it funny how I got Deoxys, the one in 8,000 before the cast form, I love how the odds work. Yeah, it really is just an odds game. You never know what you're gonna get first. So I hope we get the turtle soon. I want the turtle. But so I don't know if anyone in here is like a Matara Khan fan, but I got one of her Momos in the mail today. I got one of the Momo keychains and it came in the mail today, so it's really cute. So he's just there on my desk. Maybe I'll post about it after stream. But I have a little buddy now. All right, let's switch over and let's start hunting. We can continue chatting over there. Yeah. I like to have me like extra big on the screen because like there's no reason for me not to like cover the screen because you guys like unless it's like the shiny, you guys don't really need to see the screen. So what does it matter? Should we keep the tails out for a little bit? Maybe we'll keep the tails out for a little bit, and we'll instead of like game arms, we'll cross arms. We'll be a little different today. We'll be a little different today. How's that? You know. You'll see more of me today instead of me being just tucked in the corner. There's something I was gonna do though. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I remember. I need to switch capture so I can see the screen. There we go. Yeah, okay. So I have OBS over here, and then I have like the Twitch view over here. So then like I can't, but like the Twitch view is like a couple seconds behind. So it makes the button mashing a little off. So I always have to have like the windowed projector screen over on this side. Because otherwise it looks so funny. Because I don't want to be looking this way the entire stream because it looks silly, you know? It will go with the one tail after all, just so it's not like blocking the way as much. But yeah. I don't know. I've never seen the one tail, I think, with the crossed arms. It looks so funny. Huh. I'm used to it with the game arms mostly than anything. But yeah. I don't know. But yeah, odds are just funny. Because, you know, you could get something really quick and you can get something really like over odds and stuff. It's kind of crazy. I hope we don't go over odds for this turtle because I will probably lose my mind. I don't think I've seen anyone go over odds on Turtwig from BDSP. I've seen people go over odds on Piplup in the original Diamond and Pearl, but I've never seen anyone go over odds on the Turtwig. I've seen someone go close to odds, go to like 3,000, but not over odds. So I'm hoping we don't go over odds, but I guess we'll have to see. I guess we'll put the game on anyway. It just looks good. It just looks good. I need to remember to use a bunch of my toggles more often. I feel like I forget about them half the time. Trying to get myself in a good position. It would suck to go over odds to how long these resets take. Yeah, that's the only thing. I was like, I just don't want to go over odds just because it takes like so long per reset. I will not care if I go over odds for like the Buizel or any of the others because they don't probably take nearly as long for resets. Like if it's if it's short resets, fine, I'll go over odds. But like I really just don't want to go over odds on this one because it just there's so much cutscene, and even some of the other ones that are like resetting as well. Like maybe we'll do like Dialga and Garantina and stuff. Even then, yeah, the Switch takes a long time to boot up, but the resets are at least quicker because there's no cutscene, as far as I remember. But I really don't want to do over odds on this one because of how long the cutscene is. Yeah, the wild encounters will go by so much quicker. I know, I'm so excited. I want to do the wild encounters. I want to get the Turtwig done just so I can do another shiny hunt. It sounds like complete insanity, but I'm like, I want to get this done so I could do another one. Not that I'm bored with this one, but I just want to do other ones too. But I do not have the capacity to dual hunt, so my computer would not be able to handle that. But I do really want to continue. That does not sound like insanity, at least to me. Well, considering that you also go crazy with some of your hunts to like every single day, like from dawn to dusk, it probably doesn't sound like insanity to you. You're in the same boat as me. In fact, I think you're further than I am. Yeah, I'm sure I'm a bit further into the sanity train than you. It's alright, we can be insane together. Thank you, Megan, for the shiny luck. Hopefully it'll come in clutch today. So, I mean, it'll be all worth it if we get it today. Yes, yeah. This is the one. We'll see. I hope so. For real this time. You said that every time, though. Fortune's redeemed. Shiny luck as well. Thank you so much. Well, let's see. If it's a shiny Starly, I'm gonna crack up. Nope, not a shiny Starly at least. And one time I will be right, and it will be so hype. Yep, but it's not this time. Not this time. We'll see. We'll see. What if you're not here when it happens, Megan? Then it won't be your time. I mean, you'll get another chance with like the other ones we'll be hunting, so you'll have plenty of chances. The panic. We'll get it. We'll get it one day. We'll get it. Maybe it'll go down in history. Just the turtle that we never got. The turtle of 25. Look, if we get the turtle before we get Legends EA, then I'll be happy. But I would prefer it before the end of the month. Before Switch 2 releases. That's even better. Because once DA comes out, I'm gonna be so distracted. Yeah, that would be most ideal. Yeah, if we don't get anything before ZA comes out, or to complete this run before ZA comes out, we'll probably take a break and do ZA, and then we'll like do the rest of this. But it'll probably be a long break because I'll probably be really wanting to play more of ZA than anything else. Especially this game at that point if we haven't gone very far. But we'll see, we'll see. There you go. The loading screen's really long for the Switch, especially for Diamond, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I don't remember it being that long for Legends Arceus, but maybe I'm wrong. Then again, you don't have to do any reset hunts for Legends Arceus, so it's definitely a big difference. I think I remember Let's Go being this long, though. So, earlier today, a random anime song popped in my head, even though I haven't heard the song in years. That makes sense. I feel like that would happen. I've been getting a lot of like free run shorts on my YouTube feed, and it's like, okay, sure, I'll watch it because it's just, you know, easy to watch, but I get those a lot, so gotta love when that happens. Maybe I should rewatch the anime at some point. Yeah, you should. If it's like really like in your head, then yeah, I would think it'd be a good idea. Sometimes it's better. So, like sometimes when something's stuck in your head, it's better to actually listen to the song itself, and then it just gets out of your head. Almost like your brain is telling you to listen to it, and then once you listen to it, it's like satisfied, and then it stops. Is that weird? Like, you'd think if you listen to it, you'd be more addicted, but you're not usually. At least for me, I'm not. If I watch it or read it or whatever, then I'm just fine afterwards. Opening theme for Fate Extra Last Encore. Oh, I love that one. That one's so good. Now it's gonna be in my head. I love that. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna switch one of my... Maybe this is why. I'll switch my music real quick. This song here, the Flourishing Spirit, the opening that I have for my starting tune screen. This song, one of its main... I had Free Rent's opening theme and the Fate Extra Last Encore opening theme sent to Daryl as my inspiration for this song. Those were the two openings I said I want it to be similar like these, because I loved the music for both of those. So that's where I got the inspiration from. So I wonder if maybe that kind of triggered it a little bit in a way, because that was actually the main inspiration for these pieces of music. That makes so much sense. Yeah, probably. I mean, you've been in a lot of my streams lately, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, those are like my two favorite openings. They're so good. Although, the Apothecary Diaries third opening and first opening are goated. And new Apothecary Diaries today, actually. I saw a clip and I was like, yes, I'm gonna watch it. It doesn't come out till 4, but I'm gonna watch it after my meeting. I'm so excited. We're starting to get into a really good arc that I never got to finish because it stopped the English, like, the English translation stopped in the middle of the arc and it was driving me nuts, so I'm excited to see the anime version at least, so I can see what happens. I still gotta watch Apothecary Diaries. It's so good. It's like, I'm not surprised it got, okay. I was looking at the anime awards the other day for Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and I was looking at all the votes and stuff. The top nominees are like basically the nominees from pretty much all of the categories, except for maybe like 2. And they are goated. All of the like options are really good this year. Usually there's always that one you're like, oh, I've never seen that, it doesn't look that good or whatever. But they're all really good options. So I'm actually like interested to see who wins. There's definitely a few of them where I'm like, okay, this totally wins in this category, or this one is a little better in this category. But so, there's a lot of hard options to choose from. Like one of them, this one surprised me. It's like one of them had, which one had the best background art? So when I see anime, a lot of the background art is very similar. It's got that cartoony anime-like style. But there's a few of them, like Free Ren and Demon Slayer, that take it up a notch or take it to a different level. Demon Slayer is very realistic. UFO tables are really good at that. But it still has that anime-esque vibe to it. Well, Free Ren's, if you look at it, it looks like an old oil painting kind of look, which is really kind of unique. And I thought that was really interesting because I didn't know. I was like, I know they're all pretty good backgrounds, but I don't remember which one stood out more than the other. So I looked at them and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Now, Apothecary Diaries does have the usual kind of like anime style, but because it's very Chinese in its like styling, 'cause I think it's Chinese is the origins of the story. There's a lot of like design details within each of like the cloths and stuff in the backgrounds of like the palaces and stuff, and the real palace and all that stuff. So it's really pretty. So it was really hard to pick a vote for who had the best like backgrounds and stuff in some of them. But there was some really good options for the Anime Awards. I was really impressed. Although personally, I like all the music and all of them, but Evan Call is such an amazing artist that I had to pick Evan Call for like the background music for Free Rent. Evan Call has just got some amazing works done. I like bought the entire album when it released. Like that's how good it was. I don't buy albums like ever. Like, and that was how I was like, all right, well that one was an easy pick. But they're all really good. Like, they're all amazing. So it was really hard. Like that, and I was really impressed by Kaijin no 8. I didn't watch it till just this past weekend. But I didn't notice it at first, but the ending is in English. There's very few animes that have openings or endings that are in English. And it's done by One Republic, which is a pretty popular band for like English composers. So, and it's a good song too. It's really catchy. So that one was an easy pick too for like the ending OPs, because that one stood out to me and I was like, oh my gosh, this is English. Like they don't ever do that. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed Kaiju number 8. There's definitely a few cringy moments, but I enjoyed it. I was very interested in like some of the interesting parts of the story, like, oh, how is this gonna happen, or how is this gonna happen? And usually a lot of times in anime they will really delay stuff like that until like the end. And now obviously they're not gonna give you all the answers in the first season or whatever, but they usually delay, like they over delay it. Like for some animes they over delay the answers you want to hear. But Kaiju number 8 gave you a lot of the answers you wanted to know about really quickly, but it still left it very open-ended, so it still left new things for you to be asking questions about. But it really was a satisfying first season. Sure, it left on a cliffhanger, but when does not an anime not end a season on a cliffhanger in some way? But it was also very satisfying of an ending of the first season. So I was very satisfied with Kaiju number 8. It was very easy to binge. Like, I binged it in one weekend. It was really easy to binge. Apothecary Diaries is also just really good. I love the mystery aspect of it and, like, the problem-solving part of it, because you get to have that satisfaction of knowing what happened, like, within an episode or two of the problem. But then it moves on to the next problem, and it's really cool. I like the puzzles, like, solving aspect of the anime. Free Rent is just really good because it's so smooth with its narrative, and it's so simple, but it gets the point across really nicely. I don't know, it's very satisfying. It's not too complex. Some people are like, oh, it's so complex. I'm like, I don't think it is. I've seen so many anime where they add like too much layers of like whatever the magic system is. Free Rent's like, oh, it's just about visualization. You just have to visualize it, and that's pretty much it. Know a little bit about like structure, and that's kind of it. And there's obviously like other things they talk about within the story too, but it's so simple, and like the point of the story isn't about like, oh, this person's the most overpowered or whatever. It's a little different, and I like that. I also really like how the demons are like bad, as demons should be, rather than like, oh, but they're demons, but they can be good. No, they're just bad, and they always will be bad, and I like that. Like they don't have to have the other like complex reason. They're just bad. That's it. And it's nice, and it's really satisfying to watch, and the anime is really nice. Like the animation is amazing. So. The animation's good, the music is good. It's just satisfying. It's a really good, like, chill anime to enjoy. I usually binge anime. I watch 1 or 2 sittings for 24 episodes anime. Yeah, it's really good to do sometimes. So, not all the time, but sometimes, yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed Free Ren, Apothecary Diaries, Kaiju number 8. I can't watch Delicious in Dungeon because I don't have Netflix. But I've seen enough clips to know it's pretty good. So I know enough to know that, yeah, it's pretty good. I have not watched all of Dan Da Da. I need to watch that one. That was like, I think, the other one on the list. I think it was Apothecary Diaries, because there's 6 of them. Apothecary Diaries, Danjana, Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8, Freeren, Delicious in Dungeon. There you go. So, here's my thing, though, with Demon Slayer being on the list. Demon Slayer's good. Demon Slayer's always gonna be good. But out of all the seasons, the Hashira training arc wasn't as crazy as some of the previous seasons. So, yes, it's good, and it should be recognized as being good, because the animation's still really good. But if we're talking about best anime, I don't think I would put Demon Slayer this year, because their previous seasons stood out more. And their movie that's going to come out later in the year, for that'll be in the next year's awards, is going to be so peak that, like, that will need its own award anyway. So, I've heard so many mixed opinions about Dandada. I don't like its opening as much. It's a little funky for me. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's very unique, and I think that's people like it a lot for it being unique, and I understand that. It's just not my cup of tea, so it's not my thing. But I think the animation is wacky and fun, but, like, again, like, it's just not my cup of tea. But I understand why people would enjoy it, because it really fits the vibe of the anime. I've seen enough clips to kind of know what happens with Dandada. But I kind of want to watch it and see what I think about it. But I'm thinking it may not be my cup of tea, even though it is good. I can recognize enough with just the clips I've seen that it is good, with the popularity it's gotten as well. So, but yeah, I do think Freeren's my big vote for anime of the year, because that one just spoke to me the most. But Apothecary Diaries is my big second place. Kaiju no 8 would probably be my third. Then maybe Demon Slayer. Because I can't really vote on Danjana and Delicious in Dungeon in the same way as I could with the others. But maybe I'll watch Danjana this weekend while I'm drawing or something. I don't know. But I do enjoy this year's lineup. I think it's really good. I was also surprised that Delicious in Dungeon, which is not a Crunchyroll anime, was on the list, but it is what it is. So, I'm so excited for Freeren Season 2, though. I'm so excited. Very excited. I'm excited for the ending of Apothecary Diaries Season 2, and I'm excited for Freeren Season 2. I am so hyped. They're gonna be so good. Change to more chill vibes in the music. But yeah, I'm definitely very interested to see how it goes. Yeah, I'll probably watch the awards this year. I don't remember when they come out though, but I'll probably watch the anime awards this year. That can be interesting. I usually don't pay too much attention to the anime awards. I may have looked at it once or twice in the past 5 or so years. I don't usually either. Like, I think I kind of see it, like, I always see it, like, on Twitter posted anyway. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't usually pay too much attention. A lot of the animes I usually watch are very underrated. But this year, it's a lot of very good ones. A lot of the ones I watched and, like, before they got crazy. And so I'm excited to see this year's kind of award. Because a lot of them are really good options and stuff this year. So I think it'll be interesting. Twig, we're over 500. Yeah, ad time. I noticed after yesterday, most people are no longer subscribed. So, yeah, back to the usual. Speaking of subscribers. Why is that not working? Excuse me. Is that why it's messed up? Why does it say... Weird. I think I fixed it. Oh, thank you, Fang and Megan, for the shiny luck. Thank you, thank you. Trying to, while you guys were in the ad, I was trying to fix the sub goal. We took this one up instead today. Let's put this one up instead today. We can have it in the corner. Not like there's anything over there you need to see anyway, so that'll work. There we go. Okay. So we're shiny like this time. Let's see it. No, unfortunately not. Maybe in this round. Maybe you guys were one off. Think of it that way. You're one off. So maybe it's this. This is the run. Think of it that way. Why did it reset to 50 again? What is it doing? I don't understand. I don't understand the sub goal. This goal widget. Why is it doing that? Blah. Maybe we're just one off. Maybe. We'll see. Give it a try. While I try and fix this goal thing again. I just fixed you. Why are you being a butt? Maybe that'll work. I don't know. It'll probably mess itself up again. I don't know. Hee, that's it. Let's hope. Let's hope. More shiny, like, yeah, more shiny, like, just do more. More, yeah, more. I almost feel like I need a gold bar for, like, shiny luck instead. More. She gives more. There's so much shiny, like. This is the run. Imagine we get the no, never mind. The Starly I was gonna say, but imagine we get the Turtwig though. 5 should do it. Let's see. Darn. Maybe the shiny luck will work, but just for today instead of just, I don't know. We'll see. Unfortunate, yeah. I mean, I know Megan has plenty of points to burn. So I'm sure she does not mind. I do, but I'm also saving up for that RR. Oh my gosh, are you really? I made it unobtainable for a reason. But I guess there's gotta be one person who gotta go for it. Are you really that close? Holy cow, Megan. It's obtainable? Holy cow. Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think you lurk more than anyone else. I think I'm only at 40k for you. That's insane. That's insane. Spin. I stay lurking. I get that. Actually, I'm very curious. Whoa, what the heck? My Twitch did a weird, like, shrunk. I want a turtle, a turtle, a turtle. Yeah, Megan, I'm at 54. Basically 55k for you. Like, well, I guess if you're looking a lot, yeah, I guess I can see 70,000. That's still insane in my brain, though. That doesn't make sense in my brain. That's really a lot. I have to practice now, Naked. I didn't think anyone would do it. Cannot wait to see my hours at the end of the year. Oh my gosh. I am now curious too. I gotta be ready for that now. That's so funny. I didn't realize you were saving up for that though, but that's so funny. I'm currently at 15k here. I'll climb up to that 100k mark as well at some point. Well, I appreciate you guys for that. That's really sweet. Even if some of my own expense. I'll make it into a clip for you guys too. If anyone ever does the ara, like I will make it a nice clip for you guys. Because I'm gonna make it worth your while. It's not gonna be like, oh look, ara, you know, like. No, I'll make it worth your while. I actually did that because I saw someone else apparently had a like streamer who kept like, or had a viewer that kept asking the streamer to do it. So she's like, here, I'm gonna put it up really high so then everyone stops asking, and then it's there if someone wants to use it, but it's extremely difficult, so then they actually have to be participating. So I'm like, that's fair, that's fair. I'll do that. I don't have anyone who's been asking me for that, but just in case, I'll have it there. So, you never know. Because why would you give it out for free, you know? I watch a handful of streamers who have an RR redeem. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. Like, I mean, I have no interest in doing it personally. It's there just because I don't want to be bugged about it. So. And hey, if you manage to get 100k in like channel points, then I think you deserve it. Like, it's not easy to get 100k. You have to be lurking for a long time. Very true, it takes time to accumulate that many points. Yep. That was kind of the point. So then it would be there for anyone who wants it, but not something I'm going to give away just because. I think Megan just wants to see me suffer, though. Blah, blah, blah. Cheerios have become my staple diet as of late because they're gluten-free and it's cereal and it's super easy to get, and just like it's a good, like if I need a snack, it's right there and it's easy, and if I need like something quick for breakfast, it's right there and it's easy, and it's great and all, but like it leaves my throat so dry. And like dusty. So as good as it is, it's like afterwards, so. It is what it is. Fang is giving shiny luck. Boom. Nope. Not this round. Next round. Keep it coming, Fang. Yeah, I wanted to give shiny luck to be super easy because I want you guys to be able to like use it and spam it and just be goofy about it. It's one of the ones I wanted to keep like small. But I'm glad people are liking the give shiny luck and the head pats and stuff like that. I worked really hard on a lot of these like animations and stuff, so I wanted it to be good. Actually, I wonder, could I add like a sparkle animation for like the give shiny luck? That would be so goofy, but so funny. The shiny luck game is pretty much fun. All shiny hunters streamers is cheap. Makes sense. I noticed I found it in another shiny hunter stream, and I was like, that's a good idea. I should do that. So, because this is gonna take a while. So I was like, I'll do that. I didn't before because I didn't shiny hunt very often, if at all. So I was like, it's no need for it. But now that we're kind of doing it like way more often, I was like, it's much easier. So, whoa, my Google just broke. Whoops. Try to do a new tab and it's like blank. Funky. Okay, Google fixed itself. It's okay now. It's not falling apart. Something I was gonna do. What was I going to do? I don't remember. I do not remember what I was going to do. Oh, right. I was looking for sparkles. I was thinking about making a sparkle animation. Sparkles. I wanted sparkles. Goofy sparkles. Let me see. Ow. Blech. Any luck on the hunt? Not yet so far. Just resetting along. But nope, nothing so far. Okay. This one is about 1 in 400, right? I have yet to do this hunt. The resets take a bit too long. Yeah. The resets take about 2 minutes each. And it's 1 in 4,096. So it's 1 in 4,000, not 400. So it's a long hunt. So yeah, I'm not over odds yet. Thank you for the shiny luck, Fang. Thank you, thank you. Got all the shiny luck. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to see if I can, in the meantime... I'm gonna add something into VTuber Studio real quick. So hold on. I'm going to disappear my model. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Kabah! Let me add a setting to my model real quick. Okay. Okay. We. My phone's in the way. I can't see. I can't see. I got back new art today, and it's super cute, and I'm really excited to show you guys later. Okay. It'll be on the new, I mean, 1 in 4K. I did a typo. Oh, that's good. It's all right. But, I'm adding. I'm adding sparkles. I'm gonna add it as a toggle for you guys. So when you redeem shiny, like you get to have sparkles on me too. But I gotta add the sparkles. It looks so goofy. Okay, that's option 1. That's an option for sure. Let's try option 2. It's at the bottom. So much scrolling. I kind of like that one better because it's subtler. The other one was a bit much. Alright, I'm gonna add this. What's the redeem called? I have to name it the same. Hold on, let me get the thing there. Nope, I hit no. That was a mistake. There we go. Give shiny luck. Alright. Save. Alright, I need to add it as a hotkey. I am doing settings in the background while I'm shiny hunting. Woo! Da -da 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 -da. Oink. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. Testing. Testing. Okay. Alright, hold on. I can put myself back on the screen now. Oink. I'm back. Now I gotta put it into... Mix it up. It's been both funny and unfortunate if it ended up shining while your model wasn't on screen. That would have been so funny. Oh my gosh, that would have been funny. I'd be like, wait, I'm back. Messing with things, but I'm back. Okay. It should work in just a second. Hold on. I forgot that I have to add stuff too. I forgot there's more I have to do. Hold on. Add that. Add that. There it is. Save. Okay, now I think it should work. I don't know how to get back to my dashboard, but... Ah, I got it back. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give it a test to see if it works. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta go to Twitch. 1 second. I gotta fix it in Twitch. Okay. Now it should work. Oof, ads. Yeah, ads. Alright, I'm gonna test it real quick. Does it work? It didn't work. Why didn't it work? It should work. Yes. Okay, it works in here. Why didn't it work through Twitch? I also did not add a cooldown to it because I'm a dummy. What? Why did I get shrunk? What the heck happened? Oh. Things are happening. I'm breaking. I am also huge. Why am I so huge? There we go. Thank you for the hydrate. I will have to do that. Okay, so it works on here. Why is it not working with Twitch? Twitch, don't be a butt. Did I delete the wrong one? I might have deleted the wrong one. Hold! I have to fix it again. Yeah, I gotta hydrate the fox girl. I know you tend to forget. I am very bad at it. I am very, very bad at it. Bah. Bah. Okay. Okay, I'm deleting the shiny look. Yeah, okay. I deleted the wrong one. Okay, hold on. I'm deleting the shiny look for a hot sec. Let me give me a sec. I am not doing so well. I am messing this up. Should be easy. Okay. There. I'm gonna test the command. There we go. Now it has sparkles. As we should have sparkles. Okay. Now, here it is. It's in here. We edit it. 200. Maybe we'll leave it as blue. Well, we'll make it the green. I like it being bright and bold. There we go. Okay. Now, it should work. Okay, one last trial. Except I don't have... What? What is Twitch doing? Twitch, my buddy old pal. Why are you breaking? Alright, let's test it. Does it work? Do I have sparkles? I have sparkles! It works! Okay. I did it! Okay, I'm gonna go hydrate as soon as this next encounter happens. Now you have sparkles every time you gotta... for like 15 seconds. I might make it less. I don't know. It might seem like it's too long, but... Sparkles are fun. Yeah, I don't know. Something fun. Make it a little fun for you guys. No, turtle. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go hydrate, because I didn't bring a bottle with me today. I'm back. And I am hydrated. We have upgraded the stream. Now it is fancier. We're ready to roll. Actually, I don't remember if I've hit the plus button a few times. last few times, so we'll hit 2 for extra. Been distracted. I haven't been keeping count. Now that you're hydrated and have fancy new shine like a dream, surely the turtle will shine now, right? Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for the shiny lug. We're all sparkly now, Megan. Isn't that fun? Yeah. I love that. Isn't that fun? I wanted to make it more fun. So. I don't know how to make hydrate more fun. I'm sorry. That's the only one I don't know how to make more fun. Because the only like animations I can find for like water cover like the entire screen, and I don't want it to cover the entire screen. So. I don't have anything for hydrate yet, I'm afraid. Oh, thank you for the pigtails. Change the hair a little bit. I love this hairstyle so much. Really? It's one of the ones I was always unsure about. So, I'm glad you like it. I think it's super cute. Aw, thank you. Megan's abusing the shiny luck now. But for context on the old one, it covered... The other one was that the other, like, GIF I found for sparkles and stuff was, like, pink. But it, like, covered... Like, there were, like, significantly more sparkles, and they, like, covered my entire face. And I was like, okay, well, I actually have to be able to see. So, these ones are a lot more subtle, and I like them better, so... A lot of the sparkle animations were just too slow. This one's a good speed, so... I like it. Stretch my neck about a little bit. I love how my activity feed on the side is just all give shiny luck right now. Lots of shiny luck this stream. Hopefully we'll get a Turtwig. We got another hour and... hour or so? I do have to leave to get to this meeting at 4. So I have to leave, I think, around 3:30, so I probably need to end at 3:20-ish. So. But I'm planning on using this hairstyle, the pigtails, in like other outfits that I have ideas for. I think it'll it'll match more in the other outfits, if that makes sense. So I have other plans for other outfits. I still need to finish designing a couple of them, but then I have to obviously draw them and pay for rigging, but that's probably not going to happen for a while. So I'm going to roll with this model for a long time, and then I'll have my plan is like to just make the models whenever I feel like making them. And then when I have like enough money, I'll and save up enough money, I can get new outfits and stuff, but for rigging and stuff. But I think for now, I'm just gonna roll with what I have. But then if I have if I keep making them, then I'll probably just have a plethora to just, you know, have rigged whenever I need it to. So it'll be nice. But I think at this moment I have I haven't finished any of these other outfits, mind you, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, other outfit ideas. So yeah, 5. So for the future, yeah. 5 is a decent amount. Yeah, I think that's good enough, I think, for right now. They're, pretty good ones. I'm very proud of them. 2 of them, 3 of them, technically, need, final, designs drawn out. But 2 of them are already, I've made the design of. I just have to make the model of. So I need to mess around with the model for that. Which will take a bit of work, because it will not be easy, but I think it'll turn out really good, I think. So I do want to do a 2.0 too. So technically 6, I guess. At some point, but gonna roll with what I got for right now, because I'm really happy with my model. And I don't really want to draw another one right now. So yeah, Megan, I got lots of ideas in my back pocket. Very excited to see them. Thank you. I don't know why my brain farted for a second. It's like, is Turtwig the one I want? Yes, Turtwig is the one I want. What am I thinking? Who knows? Maybe if we do well this year and get popular enough or make enough money and raise enough money or whatever with subs and stuff, maybe I'll have them shown next year. So that's the goal, at least. But they're fun ideas, so I'm hoping to make the most of them when I can. Oh, thank you for the shiny luck. Let's get a shiny Turtwig, blah. I'm impressed we haven't gotten the shiny Starly yet, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna learn to cook salmon tonight. Be really fun. Usually I have the pre-made ones, but I'm gonna try and cook salmon and season it and stuff on my own tonight. So that I think it'll be lots of fun. Really is good that you haven't gotten the shiny bird yet. It is probably good. It's probably better that I haven't. But I honestly, if I get it, I'm probably just gonna crack up laughing, and that'll probably just be it. I'll be like, hey, look, something does shine, you know? Imagine we get the shiny bird today and not the turtle. I know there's some people that have come into stream and be like, is this actually like shiny locked? I'm like, nope, it's not. That would be so unfortunate. It kind of would be, yeah. After all this time. I mean, it's day 8, I think, of us doing this. So, yeah. But it would make for good short. It would. It would. It would be like, hey, look. It's true. Actually, I've seen a lot less people get the shiny Starly than I thought we would happen. Most people get the shiny starter they're looking for way before they get the Starly. Which is good, because I think most people wouldn't want that to happen, but... I was wondering why I was slightly off. That's because I had the wrong screen on. That'd be helpful. I feel like when you shiny hunt for so long, either you can start becoming like superstitious of certain things, and you're like, no, this is the reason why we're not getting it, or blah blah blah. You know, I feel like you start getting superstitious after a while. So I think it's kind of funny that way, though. Starly's like an off brown from its normal color, right? Like it's a very subtle shiny. Either way, it's a nice shiny though. I like the blue Staraptor gets. It's kind of nice. But I really want Honchkrow more than Staraptor for our bird Pokemon. So, like Honchkrow would be so cool. Honchkrow's a nice shiny. It's a pretty pink. I want a pink birdie. I love a pink bird. That'd be cool. Also, can I just say, I think I've said this earlier, probably towards the beginning of when we were doing this hunt, but I love this cutscene with like the fact that you go into the tall grass and get attacked. Actually, that's cool. Like, because in a lot of the other ones, you like get stopped before or whatever, and I think it's just so cool that they're like, because a lot is Diamond and Pearl the only one where they warn you don't go into the tall grass without a Pokemon? Or did they do that in other gens too? Because I don't remember if they did it in other gens, but I remember they did it for sure in Gen 4. And I like how you also have the consequence of, yeah, they do come out and it like actually happens. I think that's so cool. I feel like they did in Gen 2 as well or something. But then they remember, I think your mom said, well, it doesn't matter because you're getting a Pokemon from so-and-so, one of the professors. I don't remember. But I feel like there is, but I mostly play Gen 4, so I probably am wrong. Either way, I still think it's just so cool that you actually get to see the consequence of your actions in a way. And that's fun. Because like if they never did that, it wouldn't have been as cool. I honestly was a little disappointed when I learned about this cutscene after I've already had played Platinum a few times. I do like Platinum better, but I love this cutscene opening way better than the Platinums. But I see why Shiny Hunters probably like it better because it's easier. I will choose the tiny leaf Pokemon Turtwig. Regular turtle. It's a Kate. It is a Kate. It's a Panna, too. I gotta decide what my next shiny only playthrough will be. What games have you not done? Is this the only one you've done? Is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Oh, my game froze for a second. Because you could do X and Y since you're already doing the 3D games, and it'll be right before ZA, so you could like replay X and Y. My first and only shiny only playthrough. So I would say either X and Y or. I mean, you could join me and do this hunt, and we could see how well you do. I have a feeling you'll get it first, though. But, because there's not a lot of Switch game options, because you can't, I think all the starters in every single Switch game are shiny locked, except for this one. Which is why I'm doing this one. Which which also makes me kind of sad, because I'm gonna assume they're gonna shiny lock the starters in ZA as well. With how much I shiny, I probably won't get it. I probably would get it before you. Probably. Okay, here's a question for you though. If you did shiny hunt in this game, and for the starter, which starter would you pick though? Would you go for Turtwig as well, or would you go for something different? What starter would you want? Like, I usually pick Chimchar or Piplup before I pick Turtwig, but I do love Turtwig, which is why I decided to pick Turtwig for this one, because I love Turtwig and I want to be able to use him. Chimchar, I used Turtwig my first playthrough of Brilliant Diamond. That's fair. I've used Chimchar and Piplup because I've played both of them before, and this is me replaying it for technically the third time. Actually, fourth time, because I played it. I did a different run. I did a mystery dungeon run where I like transferred over one of my shiny Celebes into a different Brilliant Diamond, and I did a playthrough with a Grovyle, a Dusknoir, a Piplup, and I think another starter. So I had like the two starters as the main Mystery Dungeon members. I had the Grovyle, the Dusknoir, and this Celebi as the other members. And I think I had Dialga as well, because I had a space for Dialga because it was Brilliant Diamond. So I did like a Mystery Dungeon playthrough. I don't remember if I finished it or not. I have to go double check. It's on my Switch Lite, but I tried to get a shiny Piplup and I did not succeed. So I ended up transferring one over from Legends Arceus, but Chimchar's a good option. The pink monkey. Pink monkey's very good. Back when I played Brilliant Diamond, I actually planned on removing Torterra from my team for Gliscor, but unfortunately the Razor fans locked behind post-game. Yeah, I transferred a few items over from the post-game after I beat it the first time. I think my first team was like one of my original teams. I played Pearl first. I had Miss Magius, which is one I never used. I had the Staraptors, Luxray, and Chimchar. And then I had Roserade. I think that was my full team. I think that's all 6. So it was a good team. It was a good solid team. And Miss Magius was fun to use for the first time. I want to use a Glameow at some point. I've never used Glameow before, but I really wanted to use Murkrow. So I tried to, my first ever Nuzlocke I tried to do on my own was several years ago on on Diamond, my like original Diamond. And I used Murkrow. I found a Murkrow and I used Murkrow. And it carried me through most of the game. But I ended up whiting out at Cantilever City rival battle. But it was literally my trooper. So I really want to have Hunchcrow again. Murkrow and Hunchcrow again. Because they were just amazing Pokemon. My Brilliant Diamond team ended up being Torterra, Pachirisu, Gardevoir, Toxicroak, Houndoom, and Frostlass. That's an awesome team, though. I want to use Frostlass this run, too. Frostlass shiny isn't crazy, but I do like that it's, like, a pink bow. I don't know. It's just a little subtle, and it's kind of nice. But it's not the greatest, but it is still not bad. Houndoom ended up being my main mon. I haven't used a Houndoom before. Nor have I used a Pachirisu before. Or Toxicroak. So, I do want to use Toxicroak this run, too. I want to get a shiny Croagunk. Ads! Ads, ads, ads. Mm-hmm. 24 seconds. You guys can make it. Need to raise up the model sensor. It looks like I'm leaning forward, but I'm not. Like, I'm actually standing straight up, but it looks like I'm leaning forward. This is me leaning forward. Like, this is me standing straight, but it still looks like I'm kind of leaning forward. Just because of the way that the phone is placed. Good lurky. Okay. Have a nice night, Kate. Or, Kate. Have a nice night, Panna. I was reading her message. Back from the ads, yep. Imagine this is like the one that takes forever, The rest are super easy. And then we get to Dialga and we're like, well, here we go again. That'd be crazy. Most people are surprised I had never used Gardevoir before. I find that funny. I mean, I didn't use Gardevoir until Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. And that was the first time I used Gardevoir. And I really loved it. Like, I got to use the Mega. I got to experience the Fairy type kind of for the first time. I mean, I didn't really use a Fairy type in Gen 7. Not 7. 6. I didn't use it in X and Y. Because there wasn't really many Fairy types in X and Y. There was Sylveon was the main one. But I didn't use a Sylveon, I don't think. I don't remember using one. If I did, I don't remember it. Or at least, even then, Sylveon didn't have a lot of moves because Fairy types were so new. But Psychic Fairy was a goated type. It was just so good. I can't recall my playthrough for my first X and Y playthrough. I definitely used the Lucario they gave you. And I had Xerneas. My starter was Delphox. But I don't remember anything else. No, I had a Talonflame too. I do remember that because Talonflame was awesome. Do I remember anything else though? I have still actually my first copy of X and Y. I still have what I used, my original team I used in it. I have to look. 'Cause I don't recall. Technically, I probably have my first team for my first Pokemon White playthrough as well. But I transferred so many Pokemon into that White version, I'm not sure I recognize which ones were the ones I used originally in White, aside from the fact that I used Snivy as my starter. So Superior and Servine, so. I believe I used Greninja as my starter, and maybe use Charizard since the Sycamore gives you the Kanto starter. Oh yeah, I definitely used Charizard as well. My team was mostly fire types. I had the Delphox, the Talonflame, the Charizard. I had like mostly fire types, and then I had Lucario, so that's 4. I don't remember the last 2. Maybe one was Sylveon? Because I used Sylveon for... I do remember using Sylveon for some run. I don't remember what run, though. Maybe it was X and Y. Or Pokemon X. I don't remember the last Pokemon I had on the team was. Maybe a Zoroark? I think I remember you can get Zoroark in that game, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Use... I don't know. I have to look. They're pretty obvious in my Pokemon X game. Which Pokemon I used. I don't remember though. But I have the Bacon Bird. I got the I got the shiny Xerneas and the shiny Yveltal. I got that event back when that came out. So I have the Bacon Bird. The actual Bacon Bird. That was one of the few shinies I got back in the day. I also... Oh, you know what? Actually... Oh, never mind. That's not X. I was thinking of Black and White. But I do remember one of the Black and White Pokemon I had on my team for the whole team was not just Snivy as my starter, but I had Victini too. Because I remember going to GameStop for the Victini event that they had inside the case when I got White for my birthday. And they said, oh, that's online and you have to do online stuff. And so I had to figure it out. And I remember staying up super late, way past my bedtime when I was a kid. And they were like, my parents were yelling at me like, you need to go to bed, you have school in the morning. And I remember them being like, hey, finish this up quick. So I ended up finishing, I ended up catching it. It was very difficult, but I ended up catching it. I was super happy. I remember using it the whole run. So yeah, Victini was one of my main mons. I do remember that. My last X and Y playthrough I used an EV team. That's fun. But yeah, I don't remember anything else from my original White team. I know for Platinum, the only one I can remember for certain that I used was Infernape. And that probably is like the only one I technically used. Because I do remember when I first was playing Platinum that I didn't know how to level up the other members of my team. So I always just had an overpowered Infernape and just nothing else was leveled up. So I probably had like Staraptor and Luxray in there, but back then, of course, they didn't have the XP for everybody, so it just... I only had one that was overpowered. But then I remember learning as I replayed it over and over again, and I remember having, in later playthroughs, I had Infernape, Luxray, and Staraptor as like the 3 that I had leveled up to max. So they were the main 3 basically for most of my runs. But I did end up going to Piplup next and then to Turtwig. So I ended up swapping between a lot of them. So, but I reset the game so many times. I'm sure a lot of kids basically use 1 or 2 mons in their older games. Yeah, I remember looking at my original Ruby, and like the only ones that are really up to level are my Blaziken and my level 50 Groudon, because it was caught at level 50. But everything else was like severely underleveled. Like I had a Mightyena for some reason. I had a Pikachu that was like way under level. Like I had a couple of just random mons in there. So yeah, in the beginning, I really just soloed with 1 Pokemon, and it was the starter. But I think my teams in later generations got more interesting. I don't remember my first... What was my first Alola team in Pokemon Moon? I don't remember that one. Thank you for the shiny luck thing. I remember I did kind of use my brother for help because he got Sun. So I had him trade with me, and I was able to get both Rowlet and Poplio because I wanted to use both, and I couldn't decide on which one to use. So I ended up using both, though Rowlet isn't really... It's almost like Chikorita for Johto. Rowlet is not as equipped for a lot of the bosses as Poplio was, so I ended up using Poplio a lot more. But I still loved Rowlet and Decidueye. Their designs were really cool. So I remember using both of those. I didn't use Toucannon. I wasn't a fan of it at the time. Didn't use Young Goose. What were the Alola Pokemon I used? Oh, I did use Alolan Vulpix. I remember that one was one I really wanted to use. So I did use that, but that was like way later in the game. What else? I don't remember. I'm trying to think of what Alola Pokemon caught my eye that I must have used. No other form Pokemon. I think that was the only form when it was the Vulpix. I don't remember. I think I used Lycanroc. I think I used the Midnight form. Yeah, I remember using Rockruff. I think I used the Midnight form because I remember when I played Ultra Sun and Moon, I used Dusk form. I got the rare Dusk form. I know I used I don't remember my first Alola team either. I know I used Rowlet as my starter, and I know I had Alola Vulpix, but that's all I remember. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time. It's crazy how long it's been, but I almost am curious to like look and see what look at the Alola decks and see if there's anything that catches my eye that I must have used. I think I used an Eevee, but I don't know what Eevee I could have used. Maybe I used Umbreon? Because can't you get Eevee super easy in Sun and Moon? I think I used Umbreon for the first time. I still have my original Moon. So that's oh, Alolan Raichu! There was another form. I totally used Alolan Raichu. I remember that for sure. I remember looking for a Thunderstone for that. Yeah, Alolan Raichu was one. I'm trying to just scroll through the Alola deck, see if anything else catches my eye. What else I could have used. That's 5. So what would be the last one that I use then? I don't know. None of these are catching my eye. I forgot Zygarde was in the Alola. I was like, wait a minute, am I looking at the right decks? Forgot about Zygarde. For a second, I was like, what? Did I use Mimikyu? I don't think I remember ever using Mimikyu. I don't know. Oh, right, I also use Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu is so cute. Like, why would you not? It's just adorable. Maybe that was the one. I have no idea. No idea. But I know this isn't what I'm looking for a turtle. I love Sun and Moon is the first game where you don't have to have an HM on. I know, it was awesome. It was like a blessing. Everyone was like, yes, no more HMs. It's been so much better. The game's been so much more, like, it's so much nicer. I feel like if they were, what they should have done with HMs in the first place is give it like a 5th move. It shouldn't have been like an in-battle move as much as it should have just been something the Pokemon does and you can give it to them. Like a 5th move, you know? Like a 5th slot for just HMs. Because it's so hard in the early games when you only had 4 slots and you had to fill most of those with like HMs, or you had HM slave. Like Bibarel is famous for the HM slave. Like, they really like, I think they made Bibarel for like an HM slave. They can give it pretty much every HM. So it's, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, ugh. I wish that they, you know, Ludicolo is also famous for being HM on, yeah, but Ludicolo was also Sapphire exclusive, so that made it harder for Ruby players. So, but yeah, I don't know. They just, it was just a time. You just had to be there. And my ears. Being squished. Ooh. But yeah, I'm so glad they got rid of HMs. I will say though, I didn't like the ride Pokemon in Alola. It was just weird that they gave them all these weird contraptions on top of them. They just look funny. Most HMs are pretty useless in battle. The only ones that are actually good are Strength and Fly. Surf and Waterfall. Surf, honestly, all the water type ones are amazing. Fly was decent, but Fly was also a 2-turn move, so most people would just rather use Aerial Ace or something similar because you just get it done a lot faster. Strength was decent, but it wasn't the greatest. Honestly, the only one that was really terrible was Rock Smash. Dive was actually pretty good if you wanted a 2-turn move. It's the same kind of thing as Fly. Basically, Rock Smash and Cut were basically the worst ones. Like, I wish they made Cut just like the same amount of power as Slash. It's just interesting that you have like Cut that's weaker than Slash, but Cut can cut down a tree and Slash can't. Like, you know? I feel like it should have been swapped, if anything, but it is what it is. Rock Smash and Cut are too weak to be useful. Yeah, I don't remember how much power Rock Climb had, because Rock Climb was only in a few games. Or was it only in, I don't remember what games Rock, I know it was in Gen 4, but was it in any other gens? Or was it just, because I know Gen 3 didn't have Rock Climb. Gen 3 had all the water ones. What did Gen 6 have for HMs? I don't even remember. It had Cut, it had Rock Smash and Strength and Surf, obviously. They got Waterfall. I don't remember a lot of it, though. I remember the league was in a weird spot for Kalos. It's just, like, around the corner. It's, like, not even, like, over a waterfall or anything grand like it was in a lot of these other games. It's just there. At least cut isn't actually mandatory for story progression most of the time, at least. But even then, I like to have cut because I like to be able to get the item, because the items, a lot of the good items were hidden behind cut. Like a lot of good TMs and stuff, like thunderbolts and stuff like that. So it was definitely something I like to have because it was just easier. Plus, they were also good for, like, if you wanted to go back somewhere, like, before you get fly. Like, it was just a really good shortcut place, like, especially in Gen 4. So I just like to have cut because it was just nicer. Oops, if it helps if I hit the yes button. What time is it? Oh, not that bad. I mean, we're getting a lot of encounters done at the very least. Though I'm pretty sure I forgot to hit the button a few times. We should be able to get to 550. So that's pretty good. True encounters are encountered. Ugh. Encounters are indeed getting done. Yes. Thank you for the shiny luck fang. Boop, 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 boop. Run it back. So what else is your guys' plans for today? Anything else you guys have planned to do? I'm going to learn to cook salmon. Learn to cook some fish. Have some fish tonight for dinner. That'll be yummy. Got a meeting. And then I have a project I have to finish. Personal project. But yeah. That's my agenda today. Not crazy, but I'll relax more tomorrow. Get maybe some more sleep tonight. That's probably what I'll do. Go to bed early. Just vibe with shiny hunts and watch either YouTube, Twitch, or anime. Pretty much my everyday. That's fair. Do. Hopefully your salmon turns out good. Wow, I lost my voice there. Hopefully your salmon turns out good. Wishing you luck with that. Thank you. Hopefully it does too, because otherwise it won't be a great dinner. Never cooked it before, so I'm gonna have to look it up and stuff, but it'll be interesting. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll go grab some on the next reset. Thank you for the shiny luck too. Hydration is important, even though we tend to forget a lot of the time. Yep. It is very important. Forgetting happens. We're forgetful species, but spirits and humans alike, but it is still important. Got ads starting in 3 minutes. And no one Starly, which is good. Boop. Normal Turtwig. I think I forgot to hit the button in the last one. I forget to hit the button a lot. My count is either really close or way off. And I think if anything, it's more off for the because I keep forgetting to hit the button. But it's alright. It's a rough idea anyway. I actually wonder if someone went through all the VODs and just counted everything and see if it actually does add up correctly or not. It would be interesting. That would take a while. Yeah, it would, but that's why no one's gonna do it, so no one's gonna argue with me if it's off or right or whatever. But it is what it is. It's close enough, it doesn't matter if it's view off. Yep, pretty much. Stretch a little bit. Why did I not hit? Oh, I hit the plus button. I'm like, why is this not working? Hitting the wrong button, that's why. At this nice palm rest that's right in front of my keyboard, so it's like really nice to just lay my hands on. Yeah, I already got like all the other like little buddies. Like, you know how we have the Turtwig in the side? I got like the Weasel and all the other guys already. So. And if we phase, I'll reset the counter probably to 0. But, because I know it's what most shiny hunters do anyway, so. I mean, for later hunts. We're not going to phase here because we're going to be getting the only one that we can. I mean, if we get the shiny Starly, I'm not counting it because it's not technically a phase because we're not catching it, so. I know there's a rarity in the older games. I don't know if they still do this in the newer games, but there's a rarity in the older games where your you can get a shiny during the catching tutorial, which is like crazy, but it's so wild to watch. Hopefully we don't end up phasing. If you do, hopefully it's something you would actually consider using. I mean, for like other one, unless it's the Starly, obviously. For like other encounters and stuff, I won't mind phasing. I probably won't still use it. I probably will still hunt for the one that I want to use. But I won't mind phasing because I don't really have any shinies, period. So it's going to be a new shiny regardless. So. Perfect timed ads, yeah. I did warn you they were coming. Run low on time for stream, though. I gotta finish in like 15 minutes. Ads. I'll wait till they get back, but I have something I wanted to say, too. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I know some of you have, but we got new emotes. We got new Nodder emotes, new animated emotes. So yeah, there's little Nodders. Yeah, all kinds of, we have 4 of them with different expressions, so lots of fun. Yeah, new Nodder emotes. I'm working on getting some other new emotes too. It'll be lots of fun. Ugh, very tired today. Good thing I don't have too much on my agenda today. Because then I can just go to bed early and sleep. That's good. Yeah. It should be relatively easy, so I'm not too worried about it. It shouldn't even take me that long for like the rest of the stuff. And I'll be able to relax more tomorrow and this weekend, so I don't have much going on. Ba ba beep boop ba. Ah. It's fun just to play with the model. I actually like made a little fun, silly pose for the post today. I was like, something like silly. But it was lots of fun. I don't know if you're still in the chat, Megan, but do you have a date of when you plan to come back to streaming and show off your new model? I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Megan's finished her new model and she's gonna show it off soon, so. Yay! I'm excited to see it in action. It'll be lots of fun. It sounds fun. It looks really good. She did a really good job. It was her first time like rigging something fully, and it looks really good. She did a really good job. She had a lot of fun with it too. So I'm excited to see her like use it in action and all that fun stuff. I think it'll be lots of fun. I want Figgy. Turtle. Tutel. Figgy. A little turtle in my palm of my hand. A tiny little lad. He's just a green turtle. But not the neon green one, sadly, I needed. So we do it again. We're in for the long run. People are gonna look at this later, like years later, and see like the shiny only run, like VODs, because I have a playlist of them. If you guys are ever interested in watching all of them, there's a playlist of all of them. But on the VOD channel, but like if someone's gonna come back and look at that and be like, holy cow. Imagine we get to like day 28 or something of like the shiny. Because like at that point, I feel like most of my videos, you're gonna look at they're just looking for this darn Turtwig. Like a variety streamer, she's just shiny hunting. Yeah. There's other things in there sprinkled in. But I'm bound determined now. Turtle? No bird. Hotel? No turtle. Shiny hunters are too stubborn to give up on their hunts no matter how long it takes. I mean, usually I'm not that, but this time I have you guys keep me company, so I'm now very determined. So I see what they mean. Like it's a lot easier when you have like company to do it, because then it's just easier. Like it goes by so much quicker. Like the stream's been 2 hours long and it does not feel like it's been 2 hours. Like it feels really quick. It just flies by with good company. Yep, pretty much. Good company, good distractions, all kinds of stuff. It just flies by. I think we're gonna go to 55, like 555, and we'll be done. Get a nice clean number. Or silly number, whatever you guys would prefer to call it. And then we'll be done for today. 555 is such a good number, right? Be a good number to end it on. Be insane if it ends up shiny on 555. Well, we won't know today if we end on 555. Because when I hit the number, we'll be on 5. Yeah. We won't see that today. Because like this right now is 49. So the one we're logging into now is 50. So if we ended on 556, then we'd see 555. But that'd be the next stream. But it would be cool because then it would be the first one we get in the next stream. So then we can just go straight into playing the game. To actually playing the game. I'll probably make like the title of the video like, we get to play the game on the VOD or something. Like, shiny Turtwig, we get to play the game! Like, something silly. My mic sometimes gets in the way of the tracking. It's like... Actually getting to play the game would be nice. Yeah, you're telling me. A briefcase. What are we supposed to do with it? Not what you're doing now. Horsing around. Just a few more resets. I still haven't even done the last gym in Alpha Sapphire, even though I could. Well, you're getting close, though. What's your team right now in Alpha Sapphire? Because all I really know is the Latias I'm sure you're keeping on your team. In those games... I know that they prompt is that one of the games where they prompt you to have to catch Groudon and Kyogre, or is it just that you have to catch Rayquaza for the Delta episode? Because I know one of them they will keep resetting until you actually catch it. You can't defeat it. Mudkip, Manectric, Altaria, Latias, Ninetales, and the last slot is empty, so I can actually get the cast form. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's actually a good team. Few more resets, guys. I'll have to find someone to raid soon. Might actually use my Deoxys. My last one, I ended up transferring it up yesterday. Oh, that'd be fun. I've never used Deoxys before, but it's already an attack form, which is the form I would want. That's fair. I mean, can't you change the forms in what's the town with the twins in it? Because isn't there meteors in that town that you could touch that change Deoxys' form? As far as I remember, it's in the museum, isn't it? Or is it? It's either outside or it's in the museum, or the rocket launch space center. Space center, yeah. I know there's something in that game that changes Deoxys' form. But the attack form is pretty cool, though. Can't recall if I've ever actually looked into it before. I know in Platinum, and Diamond and Pearl, it's the meteors outside of Veilstone. So I think it's something like that for Omega Ruby now, Sapphire. Two more. This one and one more. Then we'll be done. It was pretty good today. We did, I think, rather well. We got about 50 resets in today. So that's pretty good. Pretty darn good. We started at like 5:10, yeah. So we have close to 50. Pretty much, we have 45 resets in today, so yeah. It's apparently in Fall Arbor Town and Professor Cosmo's house. That makes sense. Well, there you go. Now you can change its form if you want to, for some reason. I think speed form looks cool, but I do think attack form is probably the best of the, like, useful forms. Unless you're playing competitive, then probably defense form. Although I don't think Deoxys is allowed in competitive. I'll probably just stick with attack. That's fair. It is cool that you kind of got it in attack from the game that you got it into. Watch it not be shiny. Yep. Darn. I thought that would work. Yeah, mythicals are not available in competitive format. I figured it's not. Alright, last reset. Let me see, while this is loading up, who we can raid today. Who is live and who is interesting? Thank you for the shiny luck. Thank you, thank you. Double shiny luck for the last encounter. Yeah. I think who will raid is Dusko today. She's live doing, looks like, a collab. And she's doing Schedule 1. And she's a fun little artist, I know. I really like her art. So, yeah. We'll send you there to support her. And nope. Darn. No on the Twiggy. Alright. That is it for today. Thank you all for coming. We had a blast. We had lots of fun. We played more shiny hunting today, basically. Shadow one's apparently pretty popular. Been seeing a lot of people play it lately. Yeah, me too. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Desco, who's an amazing artist, and she's currently playing Schedule 1 in a collab. So I'm gonna send you over there to support her. I hope you all had hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!